Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I've been gone for a couple days, been busy, and of course the market still is not ready to go back up. I've heard a lot of people, been watching lots of videos saying we might see lower lows. We might see some pre-COVID numbers, S&P 500. Of course, what I'm talking about. So let's actually look at ETF real quick. S&P 500 ETF. Let's see. There are lots of people saying that we should be going down at least back to before COVID, which is around right here, 305. And of course, the lowest we've been over here has been in the 330 range. So there would be a 10% drop lower than we've already been so far this year, which would be crazy, which would be a new low that we haven't even seen yet. So I don't know if we would ever even see that, but lots of people are actually believing that we might hit a number closer to this than where we've actually been. So if that does in fact happen, that's gonna be a 10% drop lower than we've already been at the lowest point that we've seen so far in the market, and and the lowest that we've seen so far is 330. So we would need to drop like another maybe like another a little less than 10% now to get back to where we were at the lowest point. And then once we hit that lowest point, that's gonna be another 10% drop. So that's gonna be 15 to 25% of a drop right now. And that's a pretty big drop. And of course, the bigger the drop, I feel like would probably take a little bit longer for us to reach those lows. But I don't know. I believe the lower that we do go is going to be the better opportunity, guys. I think the lower we go, better opportunity to get into the market. Probably going to take a little bit longer the lower we go. So I'm no expert here. I'm just going to be dollar cost averaging on the way. Like today, I did in fact buy a little bit of Ethereum. I bought just 0.1, about 140 bucks. I bought it around 1400. But look at that, it's already going down even lower. I did not think it would go down lower than 1400, but it just might hit down to the $1,300 range. And if it does hit close to 13, I think anywhere between 1310 and 1290, I'm gonna buy another tenth of an Ethereum. Also, something good that happened to my portfolio is that our Neo's option expired. Neo did in fact survive. Neo did in fact stay above 1950 that last week, which made it so we get to keep the option collateral instead of buying the extra 100 shares of Neo, which is good. Neo survived. We get to keep the money, the margin. That means we have tons of buying power. Of course, I'm trying not to buy that much for using margin. Maybe I'll nibble off a little bit here and there and pay it off slowly whenever I get paid. I still would need to save up until next Tuesday, so we will have to survive a couple more days, 9 days, until I'll be able to deposit again. But once I'm able to deposit, I'll probably be able to deposit another maybe $200 to $400. Most likely, I will continue to buy. The market does not seem like it's gonna stop. And like I said, they are saying that we might see a S&P 500 number that we have not seen yet until since pre-COVID. And then there are even some people saying that we might even hit the lowest point that we've seen, which that would be another third of the market just evaporated. That would be crazy. That is something that I don't think will happen. Will not be prepared for. Luckily, like I said, I've got a lot of my buying power back. So if the market does decide to go down 30+% from where it is right now, we're gonna see crazy numbers. I'm talking about we're gonna see some numbers we haven't seen in such a long time. And for that to happen, I don't know how low the market would go. Like, imagine if we seen a 30% drop, how low it would be for Neo. Where Neo would probably go back down to the low tens and the low teens, maybe even lower. We might see Shopify in the 20s, maybe in the 15s. We might see Palantir back to the lows. I mean, it's already down low. Can we see Palantir in the fives or fours? Can we see it in the fours? Can we see ChargePoint back down to where it was? Back down to, this was at $8. It was in the $8 range. This could be something that these numbers we haven't seen in at least 5 years. Meta has already been pretty hard. It's in the 140s. If we see the S&P down another 30% from where we are right now, like, how low will Meta be? Will Meta be even in the $100 range anymore? Like, that's gonna be something that we have not seen in a long time. For that to happen, we will have to see, like, earnings just be so bad that these numbers don't even come close to what they were supposed to be. We're gonna have to see numbers that will just, it's like people will just completely stop buying stuff and just save up, and we'll have to see like an unbelievable amount of job losses. It's just gonna be something that we have not seen in a long time, probably since the Great Recession back in 2008, 2009. We're gonna have to see those type of things. And those, like I said, if those things do happen, these people might be correct. We might actually go back down to the low 300s. I think that will be more realistic, honestly. I don't think we will go down here. That would be just something. If that does happen, I'm telling you right now, like, I will have to find out. I'll figure out a way to get 2 jobs, no matter what the cost would be, because these stock prices at that level will be so cheap. It's like it's gonna be like you'll be getting like 2-for-1 deals that day. Like, imagine, like I said, you'll be getting Meta for probably under $100 if we see those type of numbers. If we see the S&P 500 down at that low, like, imagine getting Meta for like $90. Like, you're almost getting it for 50% off where it is right now. That's something crazy that I don't even know. Like, I don't even how to explain that. I would figure out a way to make some money. I'm already trying to work. Like, Saturday, I worked 11-hour shift just to make that extra money, and I'm gonna continue to do so as long as the market goes down. I'm telling you guys, the plan for me is to keep on buying until I get back to that $35,000 range. Either I make it there by the market goes back up, and my $17,000 just appreciates in value just because the market goes up, or the market continues to stay where it is right now or go down, and I will make that $35,000 just by depositing my way and buying all these stocks, because I'm going to keep buying at these levels, lower levels, and at lower levels. I'm going to continue to keep buying. That's the plan. I want to get the Palantirs up. I want to get the ChargePoint up. I want to get TTCF. I want to get my IIPR industrial properties. I want to get all these shares, as many shares as possible. I want to get my equity up. I want to balance my portfolio a little bit better. I even want to add a couple things. I do want to add some Bitcoin. I do want to add some these 2 ETFs. I want to play it a little bit more safe. Of course, I want to get some Microsoft. Of course, I want to get Tesla. Of course, I want to get some NVIDIA. Of course, I want to get some more Ethereum. I want to buy more as much as possible. As long as the market continues to go down, I do want to keep buying aggressively using cash. I do not want to increase my margin, but that's the plan. And the more we buy, I'm telling you, whenever the market decides to go back up, and we've been buying for so long, our money will multiply. We'll be sitting so good in the next couple of years whenever the market decides to go back up, whenever everything goes back to normal, which it will. I think everything will go back to normal. Like these 2 years will be like nothing. we'll see our stocks, are all these companies go back up and prosper. If these companies survive, of course, all these companies survive, they'll be ran more efficiently because of what's happening. They'll be doing everything better. They'll all the numbers will be they will be insane. Everything is right now is about focusing on saving cost, being more efficient, and getting those profits so they can survive. Because if they survive, like I said, if these companies survive this, they're gonna come out stronger. They're gonna be better than where they were before. That means I'm telling you right now that these companies that do survive, they will become monstrosities after. The, all all of these companies that survive, as long as you've been putting money in dollar cost averaging your way down, I'm telling you, once everything goes back to normal, everything will most likely go back to where it was and higher. Well, I'm like, before I was in the like 60s, I believe, in the 60s before. Imagine how high it would be when I get out. Just be ready, guys. Just continue to survive. Keep surviving. As long as we make it out, we'll become stronger. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.